Johnson Smith commemorates Nelson Mandela Day. Kamina Johnson Smith, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, says that the current pandemic has unmasked grave inequalities and systemic injustices across the world. Johnson Smith made this remark in commemorating Nelson Mandela International Day. Jamaica recommits to the quest for international peace, inequality, and justice. Jamaica is pleased to join the international community in celebrating the 18th of July as Nelson Mandela International Day, although this year's commemoration takes place in an environment where our health and economies are threatened by a global pandemic. We heed, as always, the call to action of the spirit of Mandela, the pandemic also having unmasked grave inequalities and systemic injustices across the world. Jamaica recommits to the quest for international peace, equality, and justice. Today, our global community recalls the objectives of the Nelson Mandela Decade of Peace 2019 to 2028, as designated on the occasion of the centenary of his birth. Jamaica therefore reaffirms our full commitment to the promotion of peaceful, just, inclusive, and non-discriminatory societies. We will continue to work locally and globally to pursue lasting peace, collective security, sustainable development, and human rights that are fundamental to our well-being and continued survival. We are constantly inspired by the work and the sacrifices of Nelson Rolihlahla Madiba, a wonderful human being, role model and ambassador for peace and reconciliation. Mandela's legacies are results of a lifelong commitment to fight for truth, freedom, and justice for all. He was dedicated to the principles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and was committed to its implementation. In spite of his own experiences of institutional racial discrimination and his imprisonment for 27 years by the illegal and oppressive apartheid regime, he remained resolute and committed to the dismantling of the system and the realization of the dream of justice and equality for all South Africans. Let us be guided by Mandela's legacy. Let us take personal responsibility to denounce hate and injustice. Let us promote peace and reconciliation among ourselves and others. Let us abide by the rule of law and the processes established for ensuring justice. Let us work with our communities to protect and care for our children and reduce acts of violence, particularly against the most vulnerable in our societies. Let us work with one another to promote a peaceful, just, and non-discriminatory society. In the words of Madiba, to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Let us live a Mandela Day every day. That was the speech made by Kamina Johnson Smith, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, in commemoration of Nelson Mandela International Day. Now let us take some critical and important phrases from Kamina's speech and let us look and review the life of Nelson Mandela and take several pages from his life and adopt them as ours. Of course, the man was phenomenal and his work affected people across the globe, and it was so impactful on the people of South Africa, and his life and his work as a politician, as a man, and as a father must be emulated, must be celebrated as well. So let us remember July 18th as a spectacular day when we were blessed to have like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching the Learning Academy. Leave your feedback down below. Let us know what you think about the great man Nelson Mandela. And also, let us know what you took from his life for Nelson Mandela International Day. Now, thanks for watching and continue to be free, not just physically, but mentally. Goodbye.